Is home real? The first five.
Greetings and welcome to Awareness with Vanessa. Last week, we explored the architecture of attention, how our focus can be captured, redirected, and even used to reinforce the reality we're experiencing. But that conversation left us with a much bigger question. If we stop feeding the noise, what remains? Throughout this series, we've questioned the systems that influence what we believe, what we notice, and even how we interpret our experience. But what if those same systems have also influenced something far more fundamental, where we were taught to look for home? In the human experience universe, particularly level 8, I explore the idea of a false heaven, the possibility that what appears to be the final destination could simply be another layer of the architecture. And that raises a question I absolutely love. What if the thing you were taught to recognize as home was simply another room? This week, we're exploring why I believe we must first identify home within before we can reliably recognize home external. Not because home only exists within us. That's not the proposition. The idea is that home within becomes the compass, the internal point of recognition that may allow us to distinguish the authentic destination from another room that simply looks the way we were taught home should look. So today, I want you to consider, who taught you what home is supposed to look like? And if home appeared differently from everything you had been taught to expect, would you recognize it? I'm Vanessa Klinger, and this is Awareness with Vanessa. Vincent and Natalia are here to take this conversation deeper. Vincent, Natalia, the conversation is yours.
Whether you are returning to continue this journey with us or, maybe you're stepping in for the very first time today, we're incredibly glad you're here. We are currently in our series, The Secret Architecture of the Simulation.
Right. And today is week 12, which is a deep dive titled Home is Real.
Yeah, home is real. And I want to start by just sort of imagining something. Imagine waking up in like a perfect paradise.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right, like every lost loved one is just standing there waiting for you. Every chronic pain you've ever had in your body is just gone.
Yeah, completely gone.
Exactly.
Right.
The sky is, I don't know, the exact shade of gold you always imagined it would be.
Yeah.
It basically matches every single brochure of heaven you were ever handed throughout your entire life.
That sounds amazing, honestly.
Right, but what if that paradise isn't actually freedom? Like, what if it's just a heavily engineered layer of the simulation designed to be the ultimate inescapable prison?
Yeah, that is a terrifying thought.
It really is. And today, we're looking at what happens when the noise of the world finally stops. But to ground us, we kind of need to quickly look back at where we just were.
Right, in week 11.
Yeah, week 11. Last week, we completely dismantled this idea of the architecture of attention. We explored how our focus isn't just a passive camera lens recording the world.
No, it's an active energy currency.
Exactly. Our attention is just constantly captured by external algorithms, the endless 24-hour news cycle, the outrage machine, and, our own internal loops.
Right, like our inherited fears and all that rumination.
Yeah, exactly.
And we established that attention is where you are actively investing your life force.
Yeah.
Every single notification you click, every anxious thought you feed, it's demanding your active participation.
It really is.
The systems we live in profit immensely from keeping you in this constant, just unbroken state of reaction. It's an architecture that's meticulously designed to keep you looking outward, locked onto the immediate chaotic noise.
Yeah. And so, if our attention is completely tapped out by all these external algorithms, I've just been trying to picture what actually happens when we force a system reboot.
Right, like when you just shut it down.
Yeah. If attention is like being stuck in this incredibly crowded, chaotic restaurant where every screen, every loud conversation, and every anxious thought is just shouting your name, what actually happens when you step out into the quiet alley?
You mean when the noise becomes quiet?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I expect to feel peace, but what I usually feel is a massive, uncomfortable void.
Yeah, and that void is actually the ultimate pivot point of this entire series.
Yeah.
Because when you stop automatically feeding every single signal, when you stop participating in that endless loop of reaction and simply begin observing, you hit that silence.
You really do. It's jarring.
It is. And in that quiet space, humanity inevitably confronts the concept of home.
Thursdays.